Hello. Nice to meet you all. I am Nicolas from Gucci, as you can tell. Very excited to be on stage today with Zack from SuperRare, with whom we are partnering on a new project that we are going to announce in a few minutes. So, actually, as I was hanging around in the past hour, I bumped into a few people who were asking me, "Oh, Gucci, but what are you doing here today?" And I noticed that on the previous panel, like 1 hour ago, someone was mentioning that probably in 5-10 years from now, a few fashion brands would have disappeared. And well, we don't plan to be one of these. So this is why I'm here today. And actually, a bit more than a year ago, in May last year, we created as Gucci our first NFT. Was a one-on-one video artwork inspired by our fashion show Aria that we auctioned with Christie's. Since then, we launched Gucci Vault. I don't know if anyone in the audience is familiar with Gucci Vault. Maybe, yes? Oh, good. So Gucci Vault, for those who don't know, is an online concept store created by and curated by our creative director, Alessandro Michele. It's a kind of cave of wonders where you can find very rare vintage Gucci pieces, as well as a selection from young designers, specific Gucci collabs. We have in this moment a collab between Gucci and Major League Baseball you can check out, and a selection from brands we are close to that can range from Vans, for instance, to Soleado, that is a Provence-based historical brand in France with fabulous prints, and NFT as well. So back in January this year, we launched our Discord server. We are the first brand in luxury launching a Discord server, Gucci Vault, join us. Then we acquired the land on the sandbox that will open soon. We launched the first series of NFT in partnership with Super Plastic, that you probably know, Super Gucci, 500 units. And more recently, we partner with Wagner from 10KTF, the tailor of the metaverse, to craft exclusive Gucci outfits for PFPs that probably you have seen around. And now we are here with SuperRare to announce a very fascinating new venture and kind of anniversary this first artwork a year ago. This new venture will be called Vault Art Space. It's going to be a kind of art gallery featuring a selection of artists curated jointly with SuperRare. We are opening it on a theme that is very key to us, called the next 100 years of Gucci. As Gucci, we just turned 100 years. That is quite old in the Web3 space. We are opening our next 100 years by asking digital artists to envision the next 100 years of Gucci. This Vault Art Space is a project that is very, very dear to us because it sits at the crossroads of art and fashion. That is an area that our creative director, Alessandro Michele, has explored since he has been leading the brand from a creative perspective in the digital and physical spaces, collaborating with artists. Innovation, that is very much part of the DNA of Gucci, that has always been a front-runner in digital, and talent and creativity empowerment. And that's where we very much join forces with SuperRare. We very much believe in empowering creativity, empowering talent, and in fact, the majority of the revenue of the gallery will go to the artists. And without further ado, I will leave the stage to Zack, who helped us set up this project. And that's just the beginning, because then we will also join the SuperRare DAO, where we will probably have more projects to come.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nikolai. What's up, everyone? I'm Zack Yeanger with SuperRare. I was the first hire at SuperRare back in 2018, and I'm now leading the business development and curation teams. I'm really excited to be here with Gucci and Nikolai today to chat about this partnership. SuperRare launched back in early 2018 with a dream to really create a global, large-scale art market for digital creators. We were the first platform that enabled digital artists to mint NFTs directly from their own wallets with all provenance on-chain in a 100% peer-to-peer trustless way. We were also the first platform that enabled secondary royalties for artists, which is, without a doubt, one of the most interesting things about NFTs and the art space. The fact that artists can now earn royalties on the secondary sales of their artworks. This 10% royalty that SuperRare launched with has gone on to become really an industry standard that is now demanded by most artists in the space going forward, which we're really proud of. If we fast forward to today, SuperRare's transacted over $300 million worth of art sales. We've paid out almost $10 million worth of royalties alone to our artists. And last year, we made a really big move to transition our very successful marketplace business into becoming a DAO, where 100% of all fees and all revenues go back to the community. For centuries now, the art market has been, really not accessible for a lot of artists and collectors, and it's been gate-kept by a small number of institutions. At SuperRare, our mission now with the DAO is to really break this model and build a new, more inclusive art market that is owned by the people, that any artist has a chance to get involved in and try to make it, and where the best artists in the world are curated and verified by rare token holders. Really, at the end of the day, I truly believe that the rare token is going to become the curation token for the internet. Our first step towards all of this was the launch of SuperRare Spaces, which I'm really excited to see some space operators in the crowd. We got Verisart here, which love Verisart, and they're one of the new spaces that were just onboarded recently. But SuperRare Spaces essentially are independently operated marketplaces within SuperRare, where space operators can add any artist they want, set the commission structure with their artists, and plan whatever releases they want. I'm really excited to be here with Gucci and Nicolas. It's been really great having the conversations initially to get us to where we are today. I think both of our brands just have a lot in common with how we're looking at the space and our view of supporting artists and our view of really trying to stay authentic with everything we're doing. At the end of the day, there's a lot of hype in this space. There's a lot of nonsense in this space, and we really work hard at SuperRare to try and focus everything on the artists, try to work with the types of partners that are going to approach the space in the same way. And so I want to shoot it back over to you for a minute while we got some time, but I know that Gucci has made the decision to lean in really hard to Web3, and I'm interested to know from you, why has Gucci made this decision to lean in so hard to Web3, and what's the reasoning that you guys approach the partners that you're going to work with, in particular SuperRare?
Thank you. Gucci, as I was mentioning, has always been a front runner in the digital space. We believe in testing and learning. It's of course, the Web3 space is emerging, but we want to be very much on the leading edge, experimenting. And actually we are already beyond experimentation, because what we figured out in the past year is that successful NFT projects are about community, creativity, scarcity. And these are values that resonate a lot with the DNA of a brand like ours. So that's why we believe it's clearly a space with an incredible potential to express the brand and engage with the communities in a new way. Then with this said, of course we are always discussing with many partners. Many people are approaching us now, and we'll really take the time to find the right partners for the right projects around authenticity, as Zack was mentioning, that is absolutely key in what we are doing. And I think with SuperRare, we are very much in sync about empowering talents, empowering creativity, giving space to the artists, and this is why this came very naturally together. Also an approach to curation, very strong curation in order to give birth to high quality work. So again, we are very, very excited, and I will probably revert to the question, because SuperRare as well in the Web3 space has always been very particular when it comes to branded partnership. So why is it, I mean, with a step back, that you found that Gucci was the right partner for this?
Yeah, so I mean, SuperRare has definitely taken it really slow when it comes to branded partnerships, and we've wanted to make sure that the brands that we work with align really well with our community and with, you know, our view of the space. To me, you know, seeing, you know, a brand like SuperRare that's been around for 4 years but played a massive role in the creation of this art space that we're all a part of now, teaming up with a brand like Gucci, who is, you know, without a doubt one of the most respected, largest fashion brands in the world, but also, you know, currently celebrating your 100-year anniversary. I mean, that's really interesting to me, these two companies coming together. And all of our initial discussions, I was really impressed with, you know, Gucci's desire to learn about the space and not rush into it, and really want to research and understand the technology and understand the different players and want to just approach it in the right way. I think we've seen a lot of brands come into the space and rush it and maybe, you know, pick the wrong partner or the wrong project. But Gucci's really done a great job of thinking things through, thinking long term, and picking the right partners to work with. And then also just the fact that in all of our conversations, it always goes back to authenticity and the focus on the artists. And, you know, and everything that Gucci's always done, it's always had a pillar of authenticity, and it's always had a pillar of, you know, supporting the arts and artists. And I think that, without a doubt, I mean, I'm excited actually to also announce today that Gucci has officially joined the SuperRare DAO and has acquired the Rare token so that they can get involved in governance and getting more involved with our artist and collector community. This first collection, we're really excited. It's going to be launching on the Gucci Vault, the next 100 years of Gucci. And then looking forward later this year, we're really excited to launch a official SuperRare space with Gucci, where they'll be able to continue working more closely with our artists and collectors. So overall, I couldn't imagine a better brand for SuperRare to be partnering with into the future. And I think that it's hopefully the beginning of a beautiful partnership.
Certainly just the beginning, and we will not be able to reveal much more today, but there is not much longer to wait. So Vault Art Space is launching on Thursday, the 23rd, the day after tomorrow. Check it out, check our respective Discord, check vault.gucci.com. And I tell you, the creativity that came out of this first selection of artists is mind-blowing. So make sure you are the first to get one of these one-on-one artworks. Thank you.
Thank you all so much.